So you just got an invitation to our portal and you logged in and now you're not sure what to do with it or how to use it. So in this video, I'm going to quickly show you some of the ways you can use the portal to be able to collaborate with us. So looking at the first thing under requests, which is in the top left here, you'll be able to see some of the things that we're working on, some of the things that we may have finished already. And, in progress might give you an idea of what we're working on for you as far as, what services we offer you and things like that. Also, you'll be able to see, subboards. If in the case that we're working on other services, you'll be able to see other tasks that might be specific to a service. So an example, under social media management, you might see additional tasks there that are specific to posts maybe we're working on, things that are in draft, maybe things that are done or published. Also, you'll be able to see files. So all of the files that you may have sent us or the files that we may have uploaded here for you to review might also be able to be found here as well. Under billing, you'll be able to see your billing, right, and what services you're currently subscribed to with us. And then additionally, you can see other services in case you wanted to add some more services to what we currently offer you. We do have a couple integrations, right? If you have your own Slack, you can have the ability to add your Slack to this. This would allow us to be able to comment and give you feedback in your Slack. If Slack is something that you use, so that we don't have to leave our portal and you don't even have to leave our portal. You could do your work and we could work with you all in our portal. All right, but the main reason people want to see this video and most of our clients like this video is because they like to see how they can see drafts and give us feedback and things like that. So for this case, I'm going to click on this file here, right? Which is a file that our client uploaded to us, right? So we're able to put this into their TikTok or wherever they might want to use it. And if you notice, there's a play button here, there's a volume button here, and there's a restart here in case you want to, restart to the beginning. Now, what's cool about this as well is that you're able to comment on a video by simply clicking on something. So let's just press play here. We can comment directly on this video over here, and we can say, I like this footage, or let's post this, right? Or anything else you might want to say. Now, obviously, if you're a client of ours, you will know who your social media manager is, so you'll be able to tag them and you'll know that they will get notified. You can also continue to tag anybody else, right? That you might want to know that this is approved and things like that. So if you notice, you can also just hit approve here, and this will tell them that it's approved and ready to go, that they can publish this. Also, you can see here that there's a share button here in case you have to send it to somebody else, right? Or somebody else needs to get access to this or review it. And then lastly, you can also still hit approve and then request a couple changes. And this will be something you use in the case that you feel like everything is almost perfect and ready to go, minus one or two things. Maybe there's a typo, maybe you want to use different music, right? This is when you would want to use that function where it's like, I want to request changes, but other than that, everything is good to go, right? You might also see the caption here. Your social media manager might put the caption here. And then let's say in this case, this was the caption, right? You'd be able to also, let me see here, just want to hit submit. Here we go. We hit submit here. So you'd be able to also, reply to something. So you'd be able to hit reply, and you could also give them feedback on the very specific caption. And since they're the original commenter, you don't have to add them anymore because they're already going to get notified that you replied to this comment. So you can also, hit a check mark when something is resolved, right? In this case, I'll hit this, right? If I was the social media manager, I can resolve a comment because I have a new version of this for you or something like that. All right, let's go back real quick to the files. All right, so now that we're back at the files section here, you're going to be able to see, again, we can go back to any other file after this. We can also, in this case, go to social media content management. And you can see here that we have a total of 5 videos here, right, that somebody can review. And you can see when it was created, and you can see when it was uploaded, who uploaded it. And then also you can click on a very specific video, right? And in our case, sometimes when we screen record, sometimes it won't load the video, but you shouldn't have this issue. But you're gonna be able to hit play. And then you're gonna be able to also give us feedback over to the right here. You can say at, your social media manager, love this. Let's, let's post it. Right? Give us more energy there. Or what we can do as well is when somebody adds, let's say they had a caption here, right? Let's say your social media manager also had a caption here. You're going to be able to also hit the reply button in the bottom right to make sure that you reply directly back to them, right? And they get notified and all that. If in the case, that you, like, I guess, in our case, we have this button. You may not have the team only option, but when this issue or whatever the comment or feedback was, they can hit resolve, and you should be notified as well that got resolved. But yeah, so overall, this is how you give us feedback, right? On your website, on your social media. There may be also cases where you are giving us feedback in your website. Those should be a little bit easier to find, but if in the case, you can't find it, there will be a review request here somewhere. Like under, let's just go to website design, and let's click on this right here. But we'll make sure you have access to this and it's easy to find. And very similar way how we give feedback for websites and stuff like that. How we give feedback for social media posts. You'll also be able to do the same thing with your website where you click on comment. But we do have a separate video for that, specifically to the websites, right? But there's a way to also leave comments there too. In this case, you would probably just want to tag your client account manager and let her know about all the different changes and stuff that you want to see done. All right. Hopefully that kind of recaps and kind of explains how our portal works and how you can find your requests and all the things we're working on. Other boards, if it's related to how we have your project set up, and then files, billing, services, integrations. And lastly, like I said, most importantly, you're going to want to know how to get to your files and how to leave comments. All right. Thank you so much. Hopefully this explains to you how to use our portal.